Usually Thursdays are our gisting topic, but we just thought, you know what, there's so many things that are bothering Nigerians at this point, and we think it's our responsibility to bring some of these issues, and one of which is traffic is a major thing, and I think Lagos State has responded already that they are constructing across the state, and we should be patient. So whether we like it or not, at least it's temporary.
Moriah, see, for me, I can understand that we need to be patient with the government. And I can see that construction work is going on in almost every area. There's speedy patch, so we must applaud that. But when you are doing constructions during the daytime in strategic locations where you have schools closing or you have offices closing hours, you should always have the management, the LASTMA officials conducting traffic. What ends up happening is there's a gridlock. People block each other and they're all waiting for that sane Nigerian to come out and beg people to move back a bit. But if we have traffic officials at every point, and I know that they are recruiting because they have some new guys working with the LASTMA in wearing white shirts, but you see them in clusters, 4 with 1 that is in uniform, and they're just sitting down gisting. Not enough work going on to clear traffic on the roads. So I think that's
the feedback that we need to give back to the government to ensure that they need to have more people out there. Yes,
can I say something? I take it to a different angle because you see, we are always fond of blaming the government, and I will not be found wanting. If I think government is to blame, I will blame government. But let us even look in the mirror, because. Yes, maybe government gave you the work. Go and do this work. Do it on Saturday and Sunday. You will rest on Saturday and Sunday. Then you will now come on Monday when it is traffic time, and then you will start repairing the road. When they have given you the contract to do it on Saturday and Sunday in the nights when there are no cars, you will now come on Monday. You have collected the money, you have collected the contract, and then you will do it, and then you will make your fellow citizens suffer in pain, in traffic. Is it fair? Should we please start to look at ourselves in the mirror? Now, the Okadas, the Okadas that are going in the opposite direction, are they
Okadas have no roads.
Are they governments?
All the road is for Okada, any area of the road.
Then they will abuse you. When you even try to correct them that why are you coming in this direction? Come on, get out.
Even the new ones, the green bikes, like for whatever reason, they're allowed to go apply the expressways. Because in the past, they stopped the bikes from going on the expressway. These ones are allowed. So you see them on Third Mainland Bridge. You see them everywhere on the major roadways. They just come to the next year and wondering, where did that come from?
Green and yellow.
No traffic laws.
So YK is very correct on our own side. So we should look in the mirror and see ourselves first and then government side. Unfortunately, the hours I drive and the number of roads I drive, you cannot come and tell me I don't know what I'm telling you. If, for instance, because the the Apapa-Oworo axis of the roads, construction side, and I was liaising with a top government official on how the roads were going to happen, and they locked down from Oshodi, starting from the airport all the way to Sele. They locked down, they were constructing there and fixing the roads. If at the time they started work, immediately the agencies that should partner took the initiative to partner and start to understand the roads. Because on the service lane of these two roads is a regular one way that has become the norm. Now, you know that you are constructing the middle of the road. Those service lanes are the only alternative. Immediately, government agencies that are authority on road issues should be on that road to ensure that those one-ways are no longer the norm, so that traffic that is ingoing will be ingoing, ongoing will be ongoing, no clashes. Right. Unfortunately for us, that is not what is happening. So now they've moved, and they've not finished that side of the road to Sele, but they've moved now to the Oshodi, Sele to Oshodi Road. And the same issues that we suffered in the afternoons, we suffer now in the morning.
Someone was telling me about,
I was saying it on the show the other day, that if it was just easy for you to just cite one that was not doing something, maybe it will bring you relief. Talk less of the one that is doing something. And it will seem like we were being too harsh, because one agency will say, no, it's rather harsh of the way you said it. But these officials are not doing anything. It's most likely that they resume after a pass. Most likely. So I wonder what time they resume. What time exactly should road traffic be controlled? And should they even have closing hours? This is an important agency, essential to the livelihood of people. Should it be a 24/7 business?
Let me just when the governor came into power, he extended the time schedule, and we discussed it on the show, of LASTMA officials, saying that LASTMA officials will now resume from 6 a.m. in the morning and work till 9 p.m. They will work on 2 shifts. And that was his statement. So we also had a law on ground, signed by the Fashola administration, saying that motorcycles shouldn't ply specific two-carriage roads and expresses. So when we have laws like this signed, and then a new government comes and they behave like those laws don't exist, was it not thought through before when they signed those laws before? Because they knew that this was putting lives in danger and it was costing people.
So let me be sure we're on the same page. So what we're saying pretty much is that
issues.
we agree that they're constructing roads.
Yes.
And we agree and we understand that there's no way there'll be traffic. All we're asking for, ensure that the LASTMA officials are at every single junction.
Yes.
We have people to ensure that. And at the same time, we Nigerians also must also look in the mirror and ensure we're not plying the one-ways. And we're also waiting for each other. Why? That thing is so basic. We don't wait for each other.
Mariah, sometimes when I wait, I get frustrated. I'm the good person. I'm waiting. Film. All of you saw that I waited, and you just do not think that you should also wait and let me pass.
Let me give Mariah a vivid picture of waiting. So
another one.
Yesterday.
That's why I say look in the mirror, because you will now be the one.
Tired.
You will now
you will join them.
Let me just go.
Okay, I'll come to you, Nima. There's one more look in the mirror. On those narrow roads, Nigerians will park on the road and go and visit somebody. You go and park some. You park on the road.
They want to buy.
You want to buy something.
Buy
all of us are there trying to maneuver, and you're parked on a narrow
Nigerians
road.
are not the ones parking on the road. On these service lanes, the two that I mentioned, trucks are legally, because what is allowed is legal, legally parked on the road, so that two-way drive will now be crashing into one, because the trucks will not move, and authority would not just see it. That's one. Number two, yesterday I was coming from Lasso. Just because they've opened, while construction is happening, they've opened one small side of the road, one-way drives, and the police are just down there collecting money. One-way drive is now legitimate. So they will block you coming from Lasso at Yanoba. You will just be there. Because until they hit my car yesterday, I did not go mad. When somebody hits my car, I went mad. I started trying to pass by force. Because you cannot be patient in that kind of situation.
You see, the one that even pains me the most, I have to say this one, is a downfall. He would have stopped in the middle of the road to pick his passengers. And he doesn't care that you are behind and you have somewhere to go. He will stop. Then you will now come out to try and maneuver.
And then he will come out.
Go. He will now come out again.
So the issues...
And then he will now block you and then stop again in front of you.
I'm telling you.
We have enough laws to guide us. It's about implementation.
And enforcement.
There was a time in this state that there was order.
Okay,
and I feel nostalgic about those periods where we were driving and there was sanity. People were forced, they did a BRT lane, Rayo. It was a rule that no yellow bus should ply the express or BRT lane. The yellow buses should be on the service lane. And we saw sanity on the expressway. All those rules meant to make us sane and drive safely, all of them are being disregarded. If you can just implement it.
I need to go on a break. Okay, I have to go on a break.
We'll continue the conversation.
We're going to continue when we come back. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Thanks for staying with us. Trust me, you don't want to hear the conversation that happened during the break. The entire studio was heated because people obviously feel this pressure of traffic. YK have some tweets for us.
Yes, Honorable Ademola Alalade says, road works cannot be done at night in Nigeria simply because electricity is not constant. The only alternative is to curb those who violate traffic laws and it's constant fine. The only alternative to curb those who violate traffic laws is constant fine, and you will be surprised how people will conform. Nigerians always reset their brains with fines. And he says, time there was, at Timo Speaks, time there was order. You had fewer cars then, and there will be more cars in the future. My point, so long as you don't complete the rail project started by Fashola, traffic will always be this bad or worse.
Everybody's been talking about Fashola last time.
Yes, Dolani Robert says, Lagosians don't realize they spend half of their life in traffic. And I mean, the best
part of our time.
That is not living. Living in Lagos is the ultimate rat race.
So for me, I think that we need to keep on saying this over and over again so that our leaders understand what the citizens want. This is how we will judge you. We will judge you based on how easy our lives become under your dispensation. And right now, it is tough. So we hear, whenever I engage government officials in Lagos State, they'll be like, there's no money, there's no money. And I was telling Mariah now that we don't need extra money to put order, because we have LASTMA officials getting paid. Hold them to the highest level of competence. Let them deliver. We have tax forces getting paid. Let them deliver. We have environmental getting paid. We have environmental agency getting paid. We have LASTMA getting paid. There is enough money in circulation to keep Lagos in order. It is just about efficiency. So there shouldn't be lag time.
I engaged
People are suffering.
an official of the LASTMA before, and one of the excuses was that it's not easy to man certain terrain. That they are crazy.
And I agree.
There. No, I
have some
agree.
terrains that are really.
I've seen some where I've wondered what is wrong with this.
People have died. People have killed LASTMA officials in this Lagos State.
Honestly, yes. We've seen videos of Nigerians go crazy. But what we have is that when you prosecute and jail somebody for these offenses, there will be deterrence. But that to say that because of one or two incidences, there will be no management of traffic at all, that people on that axis of town will not feel your presence, feel government at all.
Let me take this call from Lagosians, calling from the UK. Lagosians, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Good morning.
Thanks for calling.
Mariah.
Good morning. Go ahead, please.
Good morning. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Eva, good morning. I greet everyone down there.
Yeah.
And this is a first-time caller, so I
welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Anyway, talking about the Nigerian, the Lagos traffic, it's always been there. I think we need more of the towing van than even the people that are working the LASTMA, or what we call them. Maybe when the towing van works well, like they start picking people's car, you go, one way and they pick your car, then maybe we'll be happy. Because at the end of the day, the last are there, they are not doing their job. And if at all they are meant to do their job, they are still going to get bribe from the people picking the wrong way.
Right.
But if we have the towing van, you misbehave, you've been told, and you have to pay money to get your car back. I think maybe we Lagosians, we have enough sense.
Thank you very much, Lagosians. Somebody I was having a conversation with somebody, and they were saying that if he had money, he would invest in those crushing machines. So the towing van would tow your vehicle away, take it to the towing yard, and they crush your vehicle into this small box and throw it in the dustbin. So if we have those crushing machines, there's so many cars on the road. They're parked on the road and they're all obstructing traffic. So what are we going to do to those vehicles? What are we that are just obstructing?
Honorable Ademola Lalade, I believe that we must address this tweet. He's saying that they can't do construction work at night. No, I worked for years shooting music videos, and we can shoot videos at night. You have a generator, you power a 2K, 4K light. They would work at night. They can work at night.
There's a generator out there.
If he says we don't have constant light, during the day, is there constant light?
They don't need light during the day because they can see. At night, they can't see. But you can have generator power major heavy-duty lights that will light up your way so that you can walk. But
that light was not in their budget when they got the contract.
Yes, now. Then they should start putting it in their budget. If a welder comes to my house to come and weld, I don't let him use my generator if there's no light. He has to have budgeted that generator because generator welding machine
for the generator. This is what we see. Look, as in the pictures are this.
This is not a Photoshop. This is not a Photoshop. This is not a this
is like, can you see the green buses?
This is Abuja.
Don't embarrass us like that. This is not Lagos State. We're not that bad.
This has happened on this motorway to our beggar.
Yesterday, I was driving, my car hung like this. I wanted to do all those funny moves to go down and enter CMD road.
Don't do that though.
I did it. As in, my car was, I felt my car was pitched.
The car is a Honda. Don't you try that?
You don't know how to drive it. There's a way to drive. Don't drive it regularly.
As in, when I finished escaping.
That's your tie. No Honda. Don't try that stuff.
When I finished escaping, everybody was saying, madam, because they knew that
in Lagos
you get a little bit of insanity from just driving.
Anyways, unfortunately, we have to wrap up on this. I wanted you to give us the solutions.
Because I was giving solutions, because we don't have a good quality, especially people who are sleeping, having to wake up at 3, they don't get home till midnight. First of all, I think the government should do adverts telling us
areas
what to do, how to behave.
Proper driving.
Yes, proper driving, proper, giving, and then maybe incentives to, like these people, if you don't stop on the road, so That way, maybe it will start to enter our conscience.
Okay.
There should
Let me
even
take
be
this
a
call. I have a call from
number,
Hassan. Hassan has been holding for a while. Good morning,
Hello,
sir.
good morning.
Good morning, sir. Thanks for calling.
Good morning, all of you.
Good morning.
Please, let us get to understand one thing about Lagos gridlock. All over Lagos, including Apapa, is a business. It's
Commercialization.
a business for law enforcement agencies paid by government to control the traffic. Let us call a spade a spade. Look, Ambode constructed flyover in Aja. Up till tomorrow, people are experiencing the problem because the LASTMA, the police, and whosoever is involved in controlling traffic are extorting money from these transporters. Breaking laws in Lagos is for sale. As far as traffic is concerned, make sure you have your money. Give them the money and you get out of it. That is why you will see a very long traffic. When you get to the end of it, you will not see anything. The same thing with Apapa. Federal government are not ready to deal with the problem in Apapa. Let me tell you. Let them go into the port. Remove the barricades. You understand? The government is culpable to this Apapa issue. They have allowed corruption to develop to a state of a monster.
Right.
I love you, Hassan.
Other ranks to control the traffic. And that is why now people are making money. It's now become a business venture for the people in charge of traffic.
Thank you very much, Hassan. Thank you very much.
Let's clap for him. He has said it. He has said it. He has the nail.
Hassan is like you are living on satellite tower on Mara Road. You see them pay money.
Or maybe Apapa. Maybe Apapa. He has to go to Apapa for work.
So T-Girl says the traffic in Lagos will still be bad even with good roads. Where there is no consequence for action, people will constantly default. We need to do better as the people. Tolani Robert says, if Lagos is the third most stressful city in the world, then I salute all the young people hustling under the tense atmosphere. May you not die young, may your hustle pay.
Femi Speak says, Lagos traffic. Fashola Steno did loads of road repair, yet there was no gridlock as this. I will advise the current governor meet with Fashola for
Fashola's period, right? I think
efficiency.
I think we are even forgetting because yes, there was traffic. There was traffic, which is why when like this Third Mainland Bridge, that's why when Ambode came, Ambode did that layover because of that Third Mainland traffic. So there was traffic, but what has happened now is just utter chaos. It's utter chaos.
Wasn't as chaotic as
we have lost all sense of responsibility.
Let me take this call from Abdul. Abdul, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Thanks for calling. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, good morning, beautiful
morning.
ladies. First of all, I want to commend you guys. You are doing a fantastic job.
Thank you, sir.
YK and the last caller, Azan, have said it all. You know, you can't reinvent the wheel. Somebody has put laws in place, and those laws were enforced, and traffic was excellent in Lagos. Okay, let them just enforce traffic laws. This construction thing and all, that's not the problem. It's not. This is not the first state that will be having construction. And how many constructions are we even talking about? We're talking about 100 and something roads. Do you know how many roads are in Lagos? So the governor should enforce the ball stops on the stable. They should just enforce traffic laws, and I can guarantee you it will reduce this traffic by 50%. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you so much. Somebody has said something during the live. What the difference between Fashola's time and now was efficiency, and the fact that it was like, see, Fashola was on ground.
It was answered.
So it wasn't depending on the one commissioner to say, oh, don't worry, sir, we're handling it. He will go there himself.
He calls on commissioners that why is this spoiling under your watch?
And he knows who to call at every point in time. So and people had access to him. So maybe that's the difference. We need to see the posture of this government, that they're actually involved in what is going on. And they know
his phone number was there for you to call him.
That are at hand.
Send him a text. If he doesn't pick up, send him a text. He will read your text.
Yes.
So Fashola was, I mean, you know.
Now we are going back to Fashola. The same way Nigerians are going back to Jonathan's period.
Let me take tweets.
Jonathan's period was very democratic. Now, sometimes you married 2-3 wives. You now know the difference.
You know the one that the soup was sweet.
Unfortunately, we have to wrap up on this.